Brother Teacher here again, and I want to respond to a response from a video of mine about Michael Jai White, the actor and martial artist, not wearing a shirt as he was giving instructional videos on YouTube. Let me say this. The vast majority of people that watch me and that know me and have come to know me, you know what manner of man, person, human being that I am already, because of the value that I've already given on the internet, particularly on YouTube, and even in person if you know me. Now, with that said, you also know that it's never my intent to discredit someone just for the sake of doing it. It is never my intent to demean or degrade another human being, period. Howbeit, I am a commentator. I'm an individual that's on this platform that we call YouTube, and I'm giving my honest viewpoint based on my experiences, my teachings, my observation, and even in many respects, simply my belief. So we are all in a position to give an opinion or a viewpoint, and it should not really ruffle the feathers of those that are listening. As one individual pointed out in one of my videos, if I don't like what Michael Jai White is doing, just don't watch his videos. She didn't have to tell me that. I already know that. And even I, along with many other YouTubers, make those same assertions or statements if you don't like our material. We just simply say, don't watch it, turn it off. But that's not the subject. The subject is Michael Jai White not wearing a shirt when he's doing martial arts demonstration videos on YouTube. Am I beating up on Michael Jai White? No, I am not. I love and respect the man. He's no different than any child of mine who would be in the same situation, not wearing a shirt. I would say it to my child. I would say it to my grandchild. I would say it to a friend of mine. Put a shirt on if you're going to be in the public's eye doing a demonstration, unless you were saying, well, if you do X, Y, Z in terms of exercise, this is how you're going to look at the end of that. And then you can show your physique, without a shirt on. That's one situation. But when you are supposedly officially teaching a class, just simply teaching a class, you should not be without a shirt, at least a muscle shirt, t-shirt. But anyway, that was my point. So this young lady, and I don't know her age, but I'm going to say young lady, along with one or two other individuals, made the statement, would I feel the same way if Bruce Lee was in his videos without a t-shirt on or a shirt, and he was without shirt, or in his movies? First of all, they're leaving the context by which I set, or the precedence in which I set. I was only talking about one specific thing. This one lady, for example, said that that's called branding. She's talking to me now, responding to the Michael Jai White video about him not having a shirt on that I mentioned. She said that's called branding. It's called him, promoting, marketing himself. I have no problem with that, branding and marketing. I don't think or believe that when you are teaching, speaking from the traditionalist side of me, when you are teaching a class, that you should not have a shirt on. Again, you should have a shirt on when you're teaching a class. In other words, let's say if you took your children to a martial arts school looking for a potential instructor for your little boys and girls to teach them, would you feel comfortable, mothers and dads, if you brought your children to a kung fu school or a taekwondo school or a traditional karate school, and you walked in and all of the male instructors 20 years and above were standing there with gi pants on and a karate belt and no shirt? Would you feel comfortable? I can answer it for you. No, you would not. And you would probably more than likely walk out and go find a location where they're wearing at least a t-shirt. Not necessarily a traditional uniform, but at least a t-shirt out of respect. Okay? Now, it would be different if you were going to a swimming pool and the lifeguard doesn't have a shirt on. It's understood. It's swimming. Or if you went to a bodybuilding gym or a weightlifting arena or gym, or even a place where they're teaching cross fitness or training, you would expect to see someone without a shirt on. We're not talking about that. We are talking about martial arts. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. And as it relates to what the gentleman told me or responded to my video, the same video, saying, well, what about your man Bruce Lee, when he didn't have a shirt on? What about him? That's not to be compared to what I was talking about. Bruce Lee didn't have a shirt on in his movies. That's a movie. When you would see Bruce Lee without a shirt on in a video that he did back in the 60s or early 70s, guess what? It was either on the movie set or it was at his home in his yard, and someone took that video at a distance. And then it became public later on. But I have never, and I challenge anyone to show me a video of Bruce Lee where he was actually teaching his students or a class where he didn't have a shirt on. He had a t-shirt on, or he had a traditional kung fu uniform on when he was teaching. When you look at all of his martial arts instructional books, advanced training, Bruce Lee's fighting method, all four of them, he has a uniform on. When you look at the Tao of Jeet Kune Do, any pictures of Bruce Lee inside that book or that manual, he has a shirt on. You don't see him without a shirt on when he's teaching any formal class. That's my point. I don't go without a shirt on in my class. I have females, and out of respect, I will not go without a shirt on, and I have no desire to do that, whether it's men, women, or children. Period. If I'm going swimming, I'll take my shirt off and go swimming. That's swimming, but it's not martial arts instructional scenario or situation. So the individuals that responded to me by saying that, I'm getting beside myself or I'm being nosy and that's that man's business, Michael Jai White that is, and that I need to stay out of his business. Okay, let's touch on that just for a moment and then I'm done. Let me say this. The one individual said that I need to mind my own business and he has a right to not have a shirt on. They are absolutely right. They do have a right not to have a shirt on. But that's sort of a blanket statement when you say you need to mind your own business and stay out of other people's business. Would you stay out of the other person's business if you saw a man molesting a woman in the street? No, you would say something to do something, because then it should become your business. Would you stay out of someone else's business if you saw a car wreck and someone was injured? No, you would be in their business because it was something that would be necessary to report because of the situation, injured individuals or people. Would you stay out of someone else's business if you see someone have a heroin overdose in the streets or even in your home? No, you would not. Would you stay out of someone else's business if you saw someone drunk driving down the highway, swerving from lane to lane? No, you would not. You would contact someone. Would you stay out of someone else's business if you saw a child being beat up by an adult in the street and helpless? No, you would not. So I said all of those things to say that some things you have to be in people's business because it's necessitated, depending on the nature of it. So when you make the statement, stay out of this individual's business, that's so general. Shouldn't be general. Yes, he and everyone who decides not to wear a shirt, it is their business. But there are some things that we can use critical judgment concerning. It just simply is that way. Now, if you got your tail feathers ruffled by the video that I did about Michael Jai White not having a shirt on, I understand branding, and I already said that. I understand marketing, and I've already said that. But an instructional setting in martial arts should not be the platform for branding, should not be the platform for you marketing. He already has a wealth of things that he has done. That should be enough.